Well, we've made it to the last two games of the season and things haven't exactly been going to plan. As it stands, we need to win our last two games to guarantee ourselves a place in the playoffs. So, yeah, it's not really been going great, but we still got the chance. It's still in our hands. So, let's find out if we can do it. Alright guys, and welcome back to part 39 of our Road to Glory playing as Farnborough FC. And this is how the league currently stands. We are sitting in 7th place with a game in hand. So we can go to 79 points winning our game in hand. And then we've pretty much got to guarantee ourselves a place by winning. And I'll show you why. Let me just go to the schedule and I'm going to move my face for you as well. All right, guys. Right. So a quick look at what has happened recently. And yeah, so last episode was very disappointing. We crashed out 2 defeats, leading to 3 defeats on the trot. We then had a 4-4 draw with Swansea, a 3-2 win for Mansfield, and a 4-0 very good 4-0 win against Salford. Then we lost 2-0 against Stockport, 2-1, 2-1 against Lincoln, and then back-to-back defeats, 2-0 defeat to Preston and a 4-2 defeat to Bristol Rovers. And then we came back with a 4-0 win against QPR. So it's really been a Jekyll and Hyde finish to the season. There's been good performances, and then there's been absolute atrocious performances as well. I think that could all be sort of attributed to a bit of fatigue, a bit of injuries, but in general, there's just been a bit of inconsistency within the squad. At this point, with only the 2 games to go, potentially, and playoff games, we'll see what happens. But I am very much looking to rejuvenate the squad a little bit, whether it's still in League One or whether it's in the Championship. And obviously, if it is in Championship, we need one hell of an overhaul. But so our game in hand is against Sheffield Wednesday, and we want to obviously win that game. But then the big one is our last game of the season against Bolton, who currently occupy 6th place, and we're in 7th. So we can jump them and equal Peterborough on 79 points. However, it all comes down to that last game of the season. If we lose to Bolton, we're out of the playoffs. So huge, massive game against Bolton. That's providing we even win our next game. So yeah, I'm going to get the team sorted, and we're going to tackle that one first. Must-win game. They're both must-win games. Absolutely have to win both of our last 2 games. And, you know, you saw the form recently. It could be either way. All right, so having a look at our team for today. We start with Owen Foster in goal, and he has very much claimed our #1 spot at the moment in goal. I don't really know 100% what happened to Finlay Herrick. Since he came back from injury, he's just not been the same. He's just... a lot of those games where we conceded lots, he was playing in. And as you can see here, I mean, his form's just been pretty terrible. So, yeah, Owen Foster, quite rightly, has earned that #1 spot in goal. So he is in goal for us. We have got Harry Lee right back, Charlie Olsen and Tansman Rogers in central defence, with Elijah Morgan on left back. Dean Hoy occupying that defensive midfield role as a deep line playmaker. And then we've got Rory McKenzie and Lars Gindorf in the central midfield roles. McKenzie as a box-to-box midfielder and Lars Gindorf as our attacking central midfielder. And then we have Armani Richards, the goal machine, or at least the goal contribution machine, with as many goals as he has assists. And then we got on the right, and then we got Zach Ritchie on the left as well, and Sebastian Reginato up front for us. On the bench, we got Riley Hagen, Taylor Foran, Mohamed Sinan Kea, Henry Little Timmy Davies, Al Amin Kazim, Oliver Iro, and Zach Henry as well. I was going through the team the other day, and I was like, I get so many players in every season really, a high turnover of players. But I guess when you've had back-to-back promotions, you know, you've got to keep it going. You can't just rely on the same team unless you're literally won the lottery with high potential players who just keep on stepping up every year, as the club do. And I was thinking, how have I actually got any players still at the club that were with us a long time ago? And there's some players that came in at national Vanarama National League, but we still actually have 3 players that joined us while we were still in the Vanarama National South League. They are Harry Lee, who joined us in the 2nd season while we were still in the Vanarama South. And then there's Elijah Morgan, our captain, also joined us 2nd season while we're in the Vanarama National South. And lastly, we've got Oliver Iro as well, who once again joined us in our 2nd season in the Vanarama National South. So actually, I quite like that. A little bit of loyalty. 3 players that have managed to grow with us through not 1, not 2, not 3, but into the 4th league that we've been in. So yeah, I'm really glad that we do still have some origins with us. Probably the end of the line for them, as far as you know, rising with the club goes. But it's great to still have some faces with us that were with us right at the beginning of the journey, pretty much. Maybe not the very first year, but the very first league. All right, enough sentimental ramblings, and we are going to get on with this game. The players seem happy with their roles and the formation. This is the formation that we've been playing, which has been getting mixed results, but I think it gives us the most security and link up between sort of defense and attack that we've had so far. It's definitely been a season for changed tactics, because they've not, you know, in seasons gone by, we've had seasons where we can pretty much rely on a formation to get us most of the way through. But this is about the 3rd sort of tactic that I've seen a lot of games. We started obviously with the 4-2-2-2 or the 4-2-4, and then that went off the boil, so we tried the 4-2-3-1. Again, we were lacking a bit of link between defense and attack, so now we've got the 4-1 or 4-3-3. They count as, don't they? Wide with defensive midfielder. But hey, yeah, you got to adapt. Hey, adapt or die, as they say. So, and it is Sheffield Wednesday on the attack, and Foster makes a good save within the first couple of minutes, and it is a Sheffield Wednesday corner. And a good defensive header there. Morgan clears the danger, but Sheffield Wednesday pick the ball up again. Can they get another attack on the go? No, they come back defending, and we regain possession. Crossed, dinked ball over for us. Oh, very, very close to getting a goal there. I'm not sure whether that was a cross. Was it saved? I don't know really what happened there. I think that might have been a shot that just went out for a throw-in. So not a very pretty attempt for a highlight anyway. But looking like a very even game so far, though we are getting the lion's share of the possession at the moment with 69%. And we come back with a highlight. We have a corner. Gindorf with the corner. Oh, and it's a good header there by Rogers. A good low save by the Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper. And we have another corner. Hoy to take the corner. Hoy sends it in. Can't find Farnborough head, but Gindorf picks up the ball again and recycles it. And can we get something else going? We cannot. All right, we do pick up the highlight again. We're in possession. Mackenzie, Hoy, Olsen. Olsen trying to find some room down the right-hand side. Now Hoy to Gindorf. Reginato. Richards picks it up on the right-hand side, and it's a deflected shot, and we get another corner. We're getting plenty of corners so far in this game. It says only 3, but we seem to have had a highlight for every single one of them. And, it's a good corner. Rogers gets a head on it, but it's not a very good header. Loses all power, and it just loops into the goalkeeper's hands. And now Sheffield Wednesday have the ball in our box, and they dispatch it and go 1-0 up. Now that is how you're meant to do it. And that is not looking good for our hopes of getting into the playoff spots. If we lose here, mathematically, yeah, we can still do it, but it's not great, really. Because all we'd need to do is still beat Bolton, I think. But we want to come back. We want to win this and go into the last game on a positive. We have the ball on the left-hand side. Richie finds Gindorf, and Gindorf gets a shot away. And the keeper does save it, but he just wobbles out of play, and it goes out for a corner. So Gindorf with the corner. Can we get a good delivery and a good header? And is that defensive? That was a poor header by Farnborough player. And we get another corner. 6 corners so far, and not able to do anything with it. Can't even beat the first man this time. Richie puts it back in to Gindorf, but Gindorf just crosses it into a Sheffield Wednesday player. But we do pick the ball up again. Richards finds Rory McKenzie, and that shot by Rory McKenzie is saved, and we get yet another corner. Gindorf with the corner. And that defensive header there. Another defensive header. Not doing very well with these corners, and we need to get something from open play. But the Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper has been equal to anything we've sent in so far. But we play it through the middle. Gindorf over to Richie on the left. Can Richie find a good cross? He does cross it, and it's and we do get the goal. It was a defensive header. Went back to Richie. Richie pings the ball back in over the goalkeeper, and he finds Richards on the far post just to gently tap the ball in. And I think thanks to the defensive header and then the automatic ball back in by Richie, they didn't have time to react, and Richards was on the ball, and he puts the ball in the back of the net, and that is 1-1, and we are back in the game. Right, so back at 1-1, we have had the better XG, the better possession, and better shots, and shots on targets, and set pieces as well. So we really should be having the upper hand in this game. So it's going to be really annoying now if we let this go. It does seem to have been a tale of the end of our season. You know, we're putting in reasonably good performances, or at least on paper, better performances than the other teams, and yet, of course, what a time for any player to get their first goal of the season. How many times do you have a player score their first goal of the season against you in Football Manager? It is just outrageous. Well, that lead did not last very long, and yeah, like I was saying before that happened, it's just been a tale of the end of our season. Really good performances, or at least on paper they've been better than the opposition, and yet we still can't win the game. Or at least we've won some, but can't win them all. Yeah, so on seeing out this end of the season and having to watch some of these games, that have been absolutely agonising. Watching our hopes of possibly chasing down an automatic playoff place to slip further and further away, and now we're on the cusp of potentially not even making the playoffs. It's just been agonising, and we go into halftime 2-1 down. Gonna have to shout at the boys, but yeah, a rejuvenation for next season, whether we go up or down, is just I'm excited by it, because yeah, I think we've just shown that we hit a ceiling with our ability. Yeah, and longevity of the season as well, I think. Just with quality of depth in the squad as well. So yeah, we're gonna have to say goodbye to a lot of players that just really don't cut the mustard at this level. Yeah, and bring in some new faces. That's 3-1. Oh, I thought that was going to be 3-1 down there. It's good save by Foster there. And Sheffield Wednesday get another corner, though, shortly after half-time. Only been back on the pitch for a couple of minutes and do not want to concede another goal at this point. And Foster comes out and claims the ball confidently. Can we get an attack going now and get ourselves back in this game? Let's try and fire the boys up. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of faces going out, and we're going to need to be a lot of faces coming in. The only thing we got to really hope for is a bit more flexibility financially, because it's been quite difficult this season. So we need certain things to go up for us. We didn't get the cup prize money that we were hoping for. So we just got to hope money goes up in different areas. We've had so many rumours of board takeover this season as well. Would be nice, but it's probably not going to happen. But I'd say with the amount of rumours we've had, it's potentially still on the cards. And that is 3-1 down, and deflected shot goes in for Sheffield Wednesday. Can't blame Foster too much for that. It kind of just ricocheted its way through the defence and nestled in the corner of the net. Right, we've got an injured Elijah Morgan, which doesn't bode well for the end of the season. Hopefully it's not something that will keep him out of the last game of the season. But we're going to need to take him off and try and protect him right now. Reginato has, again, not really put in any kind of performance. Bring on little Timmy Davies. In fact, I'm not. I'm going to bring on Zach Henry and see if he can do anything for us. I feel like Zach Henry's got more potential than Timmy Davies. So we'll bring him on and see if we can do anything for us. We'll bring him on as an advanced forward as well. And only a 6.4 for Lars Gindorf. So I'm going to bring on Hagen for him. And Harry Lee's down at a 6.4 as well. Very disappointing all round. Right, get those substitutions made and see if we can work our way back into this game. But at 2-0 down and a bit of a toothless kind of bite, really, at this point in the season. That's probably one of the best ways I can describe it as. We've had a bit of bite in the fight, but it's just been pretty toothless compared to other teams. You know, they have, other teams are beating us easily with far fewer chances just because they've had that cutting edge, and where we haven't. We have seriously been lacking something somewhere down the lines. So yeah, definite restructure coming in the off season. All right, little under half an hour to go of normal time. There's still a chance. I guess we can make our way back into the game. There's a very advanced positioning of the Sheffield Wednesday keeper there. Be nice to unexpectedly regain possession and maybe chip him with a long range shot there. But I probably haven't got the sort of players that could do that, to be fair. All right, let's make some more substitutions. Might as well switch everyone out. Save legs for the last game of the season because I don't see anything changing right here and now. And switch this to an inside forward for Oliver Iro. Right. Yeah, bring Rogers off and Jane. Oh no, is that all my people? I've done it already. All right, never mind. That's all the substitutions made. Gonna demand more, though I don't think they've got anything more. Yeah, I just think it's a case of perhaps as a team they've given everything they've got, and you know, it would have been nice. It would have been more than nice. What am I saying? It would have been absolutely unthinkable, amazing. It for us to go up into the championship. which would have been a back-to-back promotion. Yeah, would have been too much to really even dream of. And I think, fair enough, we did the back-to-back, and consistently been touted by the bookies as favourites to go down or whatever, like we have done again this year. But it is, you're almost on the cusp of stepping up to that elite level. Championship, yeah, it's not the Premier League, but it is that one step below. And yeah, we really got to earn our right to be there. And I feel like when you make that step up as well, you've got to be in a good position to put in a good show at that level as well. And yeah, we're done well this season in League One. But yeah, we need to be another level up again to be ready to go up. And clearly we weren't this year. And I think that's fair enough. I think I got more out of this team than I could have asked for with the back-to-back. Yeah, but just going to have to reshape, get rid of the deadwood. I kind of stupid sentimental reasons I feel, bad saying about some of the deadwood, some of them being with us since the Vanarama South. But, it's a results game and we need to be able to get the results. And we have just brought it back to 3-2, finally getting a positive result from one of our corners. And we've now had 11 of. And that was a good header by Rogers, I think it was there. Yeah. And we have a chance to get something else. We're still in this game. We're not giving up. I suppose that's one good thing we can say, is that despite some of the results, we haven't just rolled over and given up. We do still seem to fight until the bitter end, even when the odds are stacked well against you. But I was going to say, but that might be it. We still have a few minutes to play here, and we work our way through the Sheffield Wednesday defence. Rory McKenzie with the shot, but the Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper is equal to it and tips it over for a corner. Can we get something from another corner? I'm going to say the likelihood is pretty slim, considering how poor they've been. On the note of set pieces, by the way, we lost our set piece coach. He got poached away from us, and we just got like 30 grand compensation for losing him. We lost our under 18s coach as well, which, you know what, I think that's probably good signs as well, away from the players and that the coaching side of things. If we're getting coaches poached away from us by higher up clubs, we're doing right on the staffing side of things. But obviously we want to be able to keep our staff, just like our better players. We want to be able to keep them as well. And that was a beautiful roll and turn by Sinan. Rolled his marker with ease. Iro with the equaliser. 3-3 on 90 minutes. There is like 5 minutes left. We could potentially be seeing a comeback here of the season from 3-1 down. Could we potentially see us nick this with a fourth goal? We're going to have to see. Oh, let's try and encourage them. They're probably going to hate the fact that I just did that, but that was very tight. Very, very close. But he just held his run long enough to stay onside. And time is running out. And we got one corner literally in the dying seconds of this game. Could this be the moment? Sinan with the corner. He delivers. And Rogers, they can't quite do it. Kazim Tahoy. Kazim Rogers coming into the box. Come on, Kazim. Someone get it in the box. Deliver it. Oh. Henry with the shot there in the end. But Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper smothers the ball and saves it. 3-3 in the end. I only need a point to show for it. But it was a hard work for a point, so I will take it. Yeah, we did well. We outperformed them on lots of in lots of places, but it wasn't to be. We're now equal on points with Bolton with a worse goal difference. So we can't draw this game. We have to win this game. So it does go down to a must-win game on the final game of the season. So I'm going to get to that game, get the squad ready, have a word with them, sit them down, tell them how well they've done. No pressure. You know, they've focused on the basics and they've got this. I will get the team sorted and I'll see you there. All right, guys, we are back for the last game of the season, potentially. And unfortunately, Elijah Morgan did pick up a knock that he couldn't recover from in time. I mean, he's just not match fit, really. I'm going to keep him in the squad because I just feel like it would be a bit unfair leaving him out. You know, he could be in the red on his little heart there. And when I leave him out, he's always like, why am I not in the squad? I don't get it. Yeah, so that is that. The squad is the same, pretty much. Hoy's had to come out as well. He's not quite fit. Wait. Yeah, he's just going to have to sit out the whole thing. All right, so again, Owen Foster in goal, Harry Lee right back, Charlie Olsen and Tansman Rogers in central defence, Alamin Kazim left back, Rory McKenzie drops back to the deep line playmaker role, Cafu comes into the side in the box-to-box midfield role. Lars Gindorf as our central attacking midfielder. Then we've got Armani Richards on the right wing, Zach Ritchie on the left wing, and Reginato up front. I've just dropped him back to a deep line forwards. I try and get him a bit more involved, hopefully, in the attack build up, and we'll just see how that goes. And this is pretty much the best squad we've got. I mean, Kea really could be getting a spot in there. However, I just really, do I bring him out for Armani Richards on the right? Probably not. Do I swap him out for Reginato up front? Probably not. And we're not playing a central attacking midfielder in now. I probably could or should get him trained up on the left as well. Yeah, as a winger, I guess, because he's good. He's got a fairly decent cross on him with 12. So he'd probably do well at training to play it out on that left-hand side as well. And then he can be a very versatile player for us moving forwards. However, for the here and the now, this is the best we have to offer, really, I think. So yeah, we're going to go for it and see what we can do. I'm just looking, am I tempted to do anything different? Something weird and wacky. I'm going to stick with this, and we're going to go for it. So, yeah, I know half the team's not really fully fit and healthy. There's only 2 days between the last game and this game, which is just absolutely knobbish. Okay, I could have used a better word or a worse word or whatever, but, you know, when you got such a big game and you're given 2 days rest for the last game of the season, when it's literally make or break for two teams whether they can make it into the playoffs. The only thing we got going on our side, I guess, today is the fact that it is a home tie. I don't know if any of you noticed, by the way, a little sort of change room area has changed. It is nicer now. I mean, it did actually change towards the end of the last year, I think it was, when the facilities got upgraded. And we even got a little massage table, you know, for our little players when they've got little boo-boos and they can come in and they can have a little rub down. Yeah, it doesn't look so dirty and diabolical anymore. So yeah, we are moving up in the world. Not too shabby at all. Probably definitely not at a level we should have where we're currently standing, especially if we look ahead at the Championship whenever we get promoted. Right, let's make Hope and Vantage count and just see what we can do. This better be a sellout crowd today as well, I tell you. They better be here, making the noise and backing their team. It is a sellout. 5,112 for the game today. So hopefully they are being our 12th man. And good tackle there by Richards. Start as you mean to go on, son. All right, Lee with a sloppy pass to Cafu, but Cafu's not really been in team aim, just recovered from a little knock himself, so he's probably not fully on it. To be fair, I definitely probably wouldn't have had him in if my hand wasn't forced. But we got a bit of defending to do here, and Foster does well to get down and saved by his near post. And Bolton are knocking on the door early on here in this important game. They're just working around our defence here, trying to find a way through. Creswell on the right-hand side, and Richie back doing a bit of stonewall defending. Does very well, but we concede the corner. Need to defend here as well, and we do. Just need to keep him at bay. Kazim does well to get in that first tackle in, but takes his man down at the second bite. Right, Bolton with the free kick here. Oh, and it clatters the upright. But we managed to collect the ball now, and Reginai showing his lack of pace there. He just gets done, taken over like it was a horse racing a donkey. He has been a bit of a donkey for us this season. He's got 15 odd goals or whatever it is, but he's definitely not been. I thought we had a star on our hands, to be fair. Definitely not been that player. You know, he's only 19 though. He might have turned 20 now. You know, he's still got some developing to do. You know, strikers don't tend to reach their prime until they're in their second, late 20s, 25 to 30. That's the age you want him. So he's still a youngster, really. He's got time to improve a lot. All right, we're still defending here, though. Bolton, comfortable on the ball, making us work for every little bit we can get. We have got more possession, apparently, but we're not doing anything with it. No, they've got more possession, so yeah. Oh, and that was a good effort on the free kick there by Gindorf, and Bolton goalkeeper has to do well to tip that around the post, and we get the corner. Gindorf to take the corner. Can he find a Rodgers head? No, he cannot, and the ball is picked up by Creswell, and Bolton are able to play out. Yeah, we definitely need to come into this game more. Try and fire him up. Probably shouldn't have bothered doing that with only a few minutes left of this half to go. But we showing a bit of fight there. Richie has a shot blocked. It finds its way to Richards, and his shot is deflected or saved over, and we get a corner. Gindorf to take the corner, and he can't quite beat his first man. Definitely need someone better if we can find someone for our set pieces or corners, at least for next season. It's one of the most annoyingly frustrating things in the world when you have an opportunity like a corner and the person taking the corner can't even beat the goddamn first man. Beat the first man. Cafu on the edge of the area here, and he drives the ball in low, but Baxter manages to get down low and smother the ball, and that is another chance wasted. We have clawed our way back into the game now, and we have had more shots and opportunities, well, at least on target. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come, and we're working our way back into this game. That it's been very slow going. Maybe a bit of nerves or something. Relax. Play with freedom. Believe in yourself. Right. Second half underway. Rodgers to Kazim. Kazim back to Rodgers. Slow, methodical build-up play here. Cafu back to Olsen. Over to Rodgers. Mackenzie to Gindorf. Oh, no. So, no. Oh, What a bad pass back into the dangerous area by Gindorf there. And absolutely breathtaking defending there by, I think it was Olsen. All I could see was a goal coming. Oh, and what a save there by Foster as well. We are keeping ourselves in this game by the skin of our teeth. Bolton with the corner. Olsen with the defensive header. And Bolton back on the ball though. Gindorf with a good tackle inside the penalty area. All that boy's making me nervous this game. I feel like he's going to do something terribly bad to derail any chances we have. Right, Olsen, Cafu, Richards. Don't know if he was trying to beat his man there or just pass the ball to him. He's on the other team. Right, Reginato. Come on. Do something. Richie finds Gindorf. Gindorf can't quite get a shot away, but we still have the ball. We got Richards. Richards, you're the person we want on the ball. You can either create or score. No, Bolton managed to defend that cross and come away with the ball. Someone get the ball off him. That's it, Lee. Oh, I forgot to say about Lee as well, by the way. He wanted a new contract. Yeah, he wanted a new contract and he wanted quite a bit of money. And considering he doesn't seem to have that much more potential, I didn't want to give him a long-term contract on such high money. He wanted to almost double his contract or something, and we couldn't work one out. Well, actually, I said we'd sort one out at the end of the season. Saved there by Foster. So we'd sort one out at the end of the season, and yeah, and then something went wrong. Zach Ritchie injured. All right, it's an opportunity to bring Oliver Iro on though, our long-term hero. Let's bring him on as an inverted winger this time on support. Let's just have a look here. What else can we do? Right, we do have tired legs. I'm going to bring on Kea, give him a chance. Actually going to put him up front, playing as that deep line forward. Try and connect the play up a bit better than what we have been seeing. Armani Richards is going to have to come off. He's just so tired. But Zach Henry, good player to bring on at this point. And he has been missing most of the season through injury. So maybe he can come back in and be a hero for us. What else? Mackenzie. Lee, tired. Just tired legs all over the place. Don't really know. Not really got options. All right, Cafu's going to have to drop back to that place. Mackenzie for Hagen. Yeah. That's what we're going to have to do, I think. I'm going to change this to a supporting central midfielder, though. All right. I don't feel like I've got enough people on attack. So maybe a deep line forward on attack for Sinan. All right. Let's see if we can do anything in this last half an hour to get ourselves into that last playoff place. Oliver Iro, oh my god, and he clatters the post with a beautiful cold shot, and the keeper did well to try and save that, but he's on the floor as the ball comes back off the post and just sits up for Sinan just to slot it in at point blank range. Look at that shot, Iro, Sinan, there on the follow-up, 1-0, 1 foot in the door, potentially. I don't want to count my chickens yet. Always dangerous to count your chickens before they've hatched. Yeah, it's still a lot of time to go. And I've seen many advantages wasted this season especially. All right, Cafu. And on defending in the box for us there. All right, can we get this game under control? We have it under control now. And just tell them to time waste a little bit. Let's go a bit shorter. Be more disciplined. All right. They're doing well. They just need to be able to see this game out now. If we can frustrate them, let them come at us, because this is, just as big for them as it is for us. Iro with the header there from the Zach Henry cross. Yeah, everything rides on this for both teams, and we have the advantage. They've got to come at us now, which means they could open up at the back. And look at our defenders, absolutely on the floor. And we have a Bolton highlight here. And Miles coming into the box. I don't know who that was that got in the way of that shot, but they did manage to get in the way. And it's kind of, I was about to say it's kind of end-to-end stuff. I just don't think either team has anything left in them to put anything decent together. But we do have a highlight here. Zach Henry with the cross, trying to find Sinan. It's defended, and now Bolton have the ball when they are on the break. It is 4 against, but there's just too many. No, oh my God. What was that? Was that a save or was that off the post? I can't even tell. But now we have got the ball and we're on the break. Can we find an advantage here? 10 minutes to go. Oliver Iro, and it's a tame, left-footed shot. He's right-footed. He needed to switch it over onto his right-hand side and maybe try and slot it into that far post. But it was a tame shot with his left foot straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. 5 minutes to go. We do have a corner. Gindorf to take the corner. Has anyone even got any energy to jump and head this ball, even if it goes into the right place? Almost comes back out to Iro. Iro to Cafu. Sinan. Play it back. Play it safe. Keep hold of the ball. Don't give him an opportunity to come at us. Right, Sinan. Go on, find someone in the middle. Oliver Iro. Oh, a good header back across goal from Oliver Iro, but Baxter clinches the ball out of the air and saves the day for Bolton. We have another highlight. Corner. Sinan to take the corner. Also with the header, but Baxter is right in the way and catches that ball. Time is running out now, just to see how many minutes of extra time there is to play. Bolton play the ball out from the back, though. Oliver Iro running back to claim the ball, and we lose the ball again. Neither team can really put anything proper together. And imagine if this was a cup game when they had to go into extra time now. But it's Bolton with the ball in the box. And they find, oh my God, they're getting so close to finding a way through, but they can't quite. It's 5 minutes, only a few minutes left to play now. And we have a free kick and a penalty. A penalty's been given in the last couple of minutes of the game. This could be it. Gindorf with the penalty, and it's straight at Baxter. He fires his penalty straight at Baxter. Baxter didn't even need to do anything but stand in the way and let the ball ricochet off him. It does go out for a corner, though. Gindorf with the corner. That's a couple of penalties Gindorf's missed for us this season as well. A little bit annoying. Obviously don't have anyone better to take the penalties. And that is another poor corner, and doesn't even beat the first man. It doesn't even beat his chest height, which is just ridiculous. And Bolton on the break now with 30 seconds to go. Can they find anything here in the closing seconds of the game? No, Cafu gets in the way of that ball. And Sinan now, just to see the timeout, finds Henry. Henry switches the ball over to Oliver Iro. Oliver Iro breaks into the box. He tries to beat his man, but he doesn't have anything left to give, and that is it. Full-time whistle goes. 1-0 winners on the day. We did what we needed to do, and we have clinched ourselves a playoff place, which I hate with a passion. But there it is. Confirmation. 5th place finish in the league. And a playoff place for the potential to go up to the championship. It's been a long, hard season, but we steal that last place from Bolton. So it's Barnsley, Salford, Farnborough and Peterborough in the playoff places. We've had, let's just go and have a look. I'm pretty sure we've got results off of all of these teams. Probably might have lost both times against Peterborough actually. Right, let's. So a quick cursory look here. So we have beaten Barnsley 4-1. Obviously these aren't all the games that they've lost, but we've beaten Salford 4-0, as we knew anyway, because we just recently done that. And we've beaten Peterborough 3-0 as well. So I'm sure Peterborough. All right, so we lost to them there. So we won earlier in the season. What? Oh, was that a league? Oh, that was the Bristol Street Motors. All right, yeah, oh yeah, and then we got a revenge in the league 3-0. That was it. So last game we played against Peterborough, we beat them 3-0. And then who else was it? Barnsley, Salford. So Salford, we know we beat recently 4-0. And we lost recently to Barnsley as well. But we did beat them earlier in the season. And 4-1. So there is a chance. We do have a chance. We've got results against all the teams that we're potentially up against. But we're going to find out how that all plays out in the next episode for the playoffs to potentially move up into the championship. So, yeah, look forward to that like a hole in the head. As for now, though, if you've enjoyed today's content, please leave us a like. And if you've got anything to comment, please put it in the comments below. And if you're watching and you've not subscribed, please subscribe to follow along with our Football Manager content. Love to have you along for the journey. Very young, new channel. So all your support is hugely appreciated as we try and grow the channel. As for now, though, I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day, and I will see you again in the next one. See ya.